Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here with another knife review for you, and been really excited about doing this one. As you had seen a little while back, I did the unboxing video for the Red Jacket 1911. Just a short little glimpse into it. Awesome, absolutely awesome blade. But before I get into everything else, let's just go over a few of the specs. The blade is 3.5 inches, AUS 8A steel. Now, started doing some research on the whole AUS 8A and what the difference between that and just regular old AUS 8. And from a lot of the blade forms and stuff that I'm seeing is that there's almost really no difference. But I would tell you, as you saw in the unboxing, this thing was razor sharp out of the box. I mean, the hair almost jumped off of my leg in fright of how sharp this thing was. Of course, that being said, a week later I dropped this, and when it landed it popped the blade open and I put 3 different nicks into the blade. But I will tell you that I was pretty much able to get them out. There's still a very slight, extremely slight, I don't know if you'll be able to pick up on it here, but they're like right here. There's 2 there and 1 here. But they're almost completely unnoticeable. That took quite a bit of sharpening and stuff to get it down, but this thing has remained ridiculously sharp, because after I got those out I never touched it up again. Pocket clip is like the logo, but it works extremely well. It's not too tight. But the handle scales on here, now none of the websites said anything about what they're made out of. What they did show is that it looks as that the same material that they use for the custom 1911 firearms that they do. You got the cool little Red Jacket logo there. But they're extremely comfortable. It's almost like a Zytel, I guess you could say, because it feels soft almost to the grip, but you can tell it's really hard and it's been extremely durable. It is a liner lock. Does have a backspacer in it, which personally I kind of wish they didn't have, just to reduce the weight a little bit, because I do like the open pillar construction. Also it would reduce the weight, easier cleaning, but it does have Red Jacket Firearms there. Liner lock, the lockup is solid, no blade play front to back or side to side. The dual thumb studs work extremely well, even though, as you can see here, there's not much room in between the thumb stud and the handle scales. They do have a little bit of cutout there, but no effort whatsoever. This thing comes flying out. It is really fast. And then, as you can hear or see as well, when you get down, it kind of snaps back into place here. So the lockup is really solid. The only thing, like I said, when I did drop it, I dropped it here, so it popped the blade out, and then it fell over on this side and chipped it. But with that being said, it's handled really well. Right now I do have it carry tip down. That is the way I prefer to carry my knives, but it is right or left tip up or tip down carry, whichever one you prefer. The thing that I like the most is if you see the shape of this handle. This is just absolutely perfect for cradling in your hand. I mean, this is by far the most comfortable grip I have ever owned, on a knife that I've ever owned. As you can see, it has the finger cutouts, so you can do your standard grip here, hammer fist it. You can put your thumb back here to really get some good control, but you can also reach back here and give yourself some, a little more reach. And it still fits perfectly in like that. But as you can see here, the handle just locks into your hand, almost like a custom fixed blade. I mean, this thing, I can't describe to you enough how comfortable this thing is to hold and use. I was amazed. I've been amazed by using it. It does have some jimping back here. It's not real aggressive, but it does give you some purchase on the knife, so that does make it a little bit grippy. The handle scales, as I was saying, I'm not sure what they're made out of, but they do not thrash or pocket at all. So definitely impressed with that. I know a lot of the G10 knives that I have rip up the your pockets, no matter what kind of pants that you're wearing. I've seen no noticeable damage to my pockets from using it. So a little bit of a home run there. Blade shape and geometry is awesome, as you can see. I really like this style. But also to show you a little bit, you know, because all of my knives I also like to show, could I use this in the woods, you know, as well as an EDC knife or possibly a self-defense knife. But you will notice, and I have literally not, oops, let me angle the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. Alright, since trying to get the nicks out of the blade, I haven't touched this up at all. But you can feather stick like this, like it's nobody's business. I mean, look at that as it was going around. I could do large ones if you wanted to. Or you can do even little micro ones if you wanted to. I mean, this blade shape is just, you can see here how small these can get an individual there. But I mean, I can whittle with this thing. I mean, I've been used it for a lot, and then I kind of quit for a little bit because I got the bench made, and I was so excited about using it I kind of put this one away. But then I started getting it back out again, and I mean, this thing, anything you wanted to do. I mean, I could notch with this, which I was starting to practice on. You know, this stick over here. I had a whole bunch of feather sticks on this one, but then I was cutting them all off because I was going to start doing a video on teaching Baby Glock a lot of fire starting capabilities and techniques. So I needed to give her something, but then I didn't have any larger sticks to burn, so I'm going to have to go out and get some or chop some somewhere. But I tell you what, this knife, tactical knife, self-defense, EDC, all your utility needs, and then of course a good, in my opinion, woods blades. I mean, this stuff has held up extremely well. Obviously I wouldn't baton with it or anything because it is just a liner lock. I am going to start trying to look into some cold steel knives because their lockups are so incredibly strong. I've seen a lot of people use them just like fixed blades, so I'm going to try to start going that route. But yeah, I mean, I highly recommend this. Right now, Red Jacket, they're originally $60. They're made by Ontario, so if you know anything about them, man, they make some really, really good knives. This was originally $60 for the longest time. I had seen it on the website a bunch of times and never bought it because it was just a little higher than I wanted to pay. But they've now reduced it down to $20, and they're running a 60% off special. So you're going to get this knife for like $8. Now, we'll go ahead and warn you, they kind of do that flat rate shipping thing, so the shipping on it's like $7.50. But still, for that price, I mean, really less than $20, you can get a killer knife like this. This one I got for 50% off of the $20, so I paid $10 plus the $7.50 shipping. But now with the 60% off, I mean, I said I was going to buy another one, and I probably will because I like this one so much. But at the same time, there's still other knives and stuff that I want to get in other gear, so I'm kind of tossing the idea around. But yeah, check them out. It's this is an awesome knife. This knife is worth the $60. I will tell you that. It is worth the $60. So the fact that you can get it for $8, you should jump all over this deal. It is highly worth it, highly recommended, 10 out of 10, Hall of Fame, whatever you want to call it, category. This is going to fit all of it. It does have your lanyard hole. It came with a lanyard on it, as all Ontario knives do. I just take them off because I don't like lanyards on my pocket knives. That's just me. But I know a lot of people do. So I hope this helps. Get them while they last. I don't know if they're just trying to sell out what they do have and then not carry them anymore. So if that's the case, you need to get on it now. Go today. cut this off, go. Get you one, get you two, get you three, get whatever you can, get them as gifts. These, if you know a knife person, get them one, even if you don't want it yourself. Just, it's worth it. Most comfortable knife you will ever put in your hand, fits like a glove. Alright guys, hope this helps you. In the meantime, be prepared and have fun.